Okay guys, welcome back to my shop. Today we're going to be working on another 1 ounce copper round. This one is a Cannabis, Legalize it. It's a really cool coin. It's got the big marijuana leaf in the middle. Unfortunately we're going to have to cut a lot of that out to make it a whole, but they're also all around the edge are small cannabis flowers. So, it's still going to have some interesting detail. Again, Cannabis, Legalize it. And on the back is an eagle. That will be on the inside of the ring. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is anneal this coin. It seems that the copper is a little bit harder than silver, and it's a little bit difficult to punch the hole. So let's go ahead and anneal this thing first and see if that helps. Forgot to mark it, the Sharpie. The Sharpie disappeared. I'm going to get just a little bit more. Alright, that should do it. From past experience with this copper, it seems like it after about the second anneal is when it really starts to soften up. So try to give it just a little bit more than normal there. Dry it off good. Don't want to get any water on our stainless steel tooling. Okay, so we're going to do a 9/16 hole on this one. I want to preserve as much of the leaf as possible, but don't want the band to be too wide. So we'll go ahead and put it in there. Tighten it down. We're going to be using a 2-pound copper hammer on this. And I'm going to lubricate the punch with some burlap. Alright, let's see if that annealing helped at all. Helped a little bit. Knocked my light off the wall though. Stop the camera and fix that. Alright, well that's the first time that's happened, so okay, let's proceed here. Knock this punch out of here. Okay, so before we start folding, let's get the burrs off of that coin. when the punch goes through on the side opposite where the punch is going in, it leaves kind of a nasty burr, kind of sharp, so we need to take that off. And we also want to reduce the chances of any other micro cracks in the ring, in here, in the copper. So we'll make sure that we get all those little fractures out of here. Alright, this should do it. That coin is getting kind of stuck in here. Alright, so let's start the folding process. We're going to start with this dapping block and a Deburring ball bearing. So we want the leaf and the Cannabis Legalize it text to be on the outside of our ring, so it will go down in the dapping block. And you want to make sure this is level as possible. Because if that ring, or if the coin is not folded evenly, it's a pain in the butt to try to fix it later. So get this as level as possible. That's pretty good. Alright, let's take it down. Alright. That's a pretty good initial fold, I'd say. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I think we should probably sand this a little bit. Looks pretty good, but we'll go ahead and sand it. Okay, that's good. Alright, now we'll continue folding with 17-degree reduction die. I want to choose the one that fits inside there all the way. This one will work because it hangs outside of the polished area, and that would chew up the edge of our coin. So we want to keep it up as close to the top as possible because it helps keep the coin level. Okay, 1.5 inch. And we'll start folding with stainless steel cone, and then we'll change over to the composite. Make sure that coin is level, and that looks pretty good. We get it directly below the ram. Okay, I'm pretty good with that right there. Okay. And we'll take it on down. Looks like it started to go sideways. I'm gonna catch it now. That looks pretty good. Take it under and some more. Alright, now I'm going to go down the rest of the way with the composite. Put some coconut oil on it. Not a whole lot further to go, actually. Let me see if I can put this in a smaller die. Yeah, it'll go in this one. Alright, let's stick it down the rest of the way now. Alright, there we go. Okay. Looks like we recovered from our slippage we had earlier. Alright, I think that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to anneal it again, and then we'll put it on the ring stretcher. Alright, so I went ahead and pickled this and cleaned it up, makes it a little bit easier to see what's going on. And so let's stretch this out. It didn't get as good of a fold as I would have liked. One of this edge right here is a little bit longer than this one. So hopefully we'll be able to get that out of there. It's going to take a little bit more work. Have to do a little bit more stretching to get it straightened out. Which means I'm going to have to get the mega stretcher out, probably. Well, that helped a little bit, I think. Still a little bit more of an angle here than we got here, but we're getting there. Yeah, gonna have to get out that mega stretcher for sure. And then we're gonna have to do a lot more reducing, but yeah, it's okay. Okay, maybe you want to turn it the other way. There we go. Probably have to re-anneal this again soon. I can feel it starting to stiffen up. Let's see how we got now. And we still need some more. Get this down as far as I can get it here. This way first, and then we'll put it on here. Keep putting it on the wrong way. Actually, I had it right. Okay, I think we're about ready to go to the Swedish wrap. I'll get this wrapped up and then come back to you. Alright, so got it wrapped up, and this thing is so big it's going to be kind of hard to get it down in here. I'm going to use the ram to kind of push it down a little bit. Just barely fits. Alright, that's good. Enough to get it started. Okay, so we'll get started here with the brass pusher. And then when we get it down, we'll switch over to the Ross pusher. Make sure it goes down evenly as possible. Looks pretty good. Looks like it went down pretty straight. Tried to sneak out of there on me again. You saw the coin I did the other day. I pulled that out of there. I didn't see it on there, and then I went to look for the ring, and it was gone. I didn't know what the heck happened. So I won't fall for that one again. I don't like that. You need to wrap some more tape on it. Haven't seen that happen before. Push that tape down. Okay, let's get the Ross pusher on there. We're going to have to anneal again. Okay, I'm going to unwrap this and anneal it, then I'll come back. Okay, so I re-annealed, and now I'm going to use the wall straightening set and try to straighten this up just a little bit. I think that's going to help a lot to fix the problem that we had earlier with the walls that weren't quite straight. Okay, so we put that there, like so. Put some coconut oil on that Deburring pusher. Now let's push this down. This going down through there will hopefully straighten the walls out. Just got a fresh anneal, so. Alright. Looking better and better. Okay, so let's push this out. Take a good look at it. Yeah, we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Feeling a lot better about it now than I was earlier. Yeah, that's what I meant earlier. When you let that thing get out of control on you in the beginning, you spend a lot of time trying to get back in control. Okay, let's see what size we're at. Still need to reduce down quite a bit. So I'll wrap this up again. Alright, it's 12 wraps. See how that does. I'm going to go real easy here. Push and check, push and check. get into the detail. Okay, so now I'm going to turn it over. After we do this, we'll take a good look at it. Looks like we're getting nice straight walls now. Just need to reduce it. I'm going to put maybe 2 or 3 wraps on, just for good measure. Take one side down and we'll turn it over with the other. Just go little by little. Take a little bit more time, but it'll be safer. We're still covered good here. Don't want that detail peeking through the tape, getting mashed. That'll ruin the whole thing. So far, so good. Do a little bit more on the reed side. Oh yeah, that tape's starting to get hard now, so giving us good protection. So that's the cut side. Take the cut side down a little bit now. And just keep working back and forth, back and forth. Okay, I think it's time to unwrap it, do an inspection, maybe re-anneal. It's looking pretty good. Check the size. Yeah, it's size 10.5. I think that's good. Once I clean this lip out, we'll be about size 11, which is good. We're looking good. Alright. So, got a little bit of a mess here. Straighten things up just a shade. Just bear with me here for a second. Alright. More. I think it's time to go to the other station and get this thing ready for powder coat process. Okay, we're going to work on this edge here, this cut edge. Get some of those marks out of it that we got when we were deburring. So. Using some 80 grit, that's cleaning it up real quick. And I'll change over to finer grit. Not sure if you can see it, but this fan is pulling all that dust up in there. That's a good thing. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to work on this other side a little bit. Alright, we'll get the 600 grit out and smooth it up. All right. All right, so I've got the piece prepared for powder coat. I used a solder PC board solder mask to block off the bottom and the top where powder coat wouldn't possibly get inside the ring. And also I used it on the rim there because we don't want that to be powder coated. So it's pretty much ready. Just need to let this dry and then it'll be ready to go in the to be powder coated and go in the oven. Okay guys, the ring is all ready for powder coating. I've got the powder coat system all set up and just need to turn it on. And in case you've never seen this setup before, I'm using a modified powder coating system from Harbor Freight, and instead of using the gun with a air compressor, I am using this modified shaving brush that has been connected to the metal rod in the middle of the blowgun. So when I will load this brush up with powder coat paint, and it's a positive charge is connected to this rod that it's hanging on, and negative charge is connected to the, hold on a second, negative charge is connected to the workpiece, positive is connected to the gun. So when I activate the system, the paint will jump from the brush over to the ring. So I turn it on, I'll load the brush up with some powder coat paint, press the foot pedal, and then just tap it, and you can see it, paint just jumps over there. I want to make sure I get enough. A little bit more. Needs a little more over here on this side. I've got my ceiling fan going here. I think that's not helping me. I need to turn the ceiling fan off. Oops. Had a little bit of a zap there. If you get too close, you'll get an arc. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. We'll put it in the oven. Be right back. Okay, so it's in the oven, and we need to watch it real carefully. When that powder coat paint begins to flow, it's time to take it out. It's kind of hard to tell. This is a flat black. It's a little bit difficult to tell when it liquefies. It's much easier on a gloss paint. I think it's close. Yeah, it's very close now. Just a little bit longer. Okay. Looks to me like it's about done. Can't tell for sure. It looks to me like it's, yeah, I think so. So let it cool off, and it'll solidify a little bit, and then we'll be ready to start sanding it. So we'll come back to you when it's time. Okay guys, I got all the preliminary cleanup work done. It's a time-consuming process. I probably put an hour and a half to 2 hours into it. But I think the end result is worth it. It's really the contrast is really makes it look great. So now we need to clean it up a little bit and then put the clear coat on, and it'll be done. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, there's the finished product. Looks pretty good. All the little cannabis leaves show up real nice. The large leaf on the bottom, of course, was pretty much cut into by punching the hole in the ring. So, but we do have some of the leaves showing. And then Legalize it. The text shows up really nice, and of course, Cannabis.